All right, Chef Pati Jinich has been sharing her delicious recipes for, what, half a decade now? Whether it's weeknight meals or a party menu, if you're thinking Mexican, she always has the perfect recipe for you. Chef Pati is joining us now in the Your Morning Kitchen. It's so good to see you again.
So good to see
I know
you, Lindsey.
And what a fun thing we're going to be creating here today.
I know, enchiladas and margaritas to start your Friday.
Perfect.
Right?
This is exactly, I mean, this is a good idea we're doing a lot of celebrating in Canada coming up.
I know.
For Canada 150, so this would be on my list for sure.
Perfect. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna show you how to assemble these pork tenderloin enchiladas with mole verde.
Okay.
So what we have here are tomatillos, which are like a cousin of the tomato, but you can't substitute for green or unripe tomatoes. This is a completely different ingredient.
Can I open this one?
Yes.
Okay.
So when you get to the store, you'll find it like this, and people get intimidated. I know, and if you see it like that, you don't know what's in there.
I wouldn't know there was a hidden tomato.
You should feel like really comfortable to just peek and make sure that you have a shiny, green, beautiful fruit. Then we're gonna boil the tomatillos and the chiles with some garlic until they become really, really mushy and the color changes. You can see how the color changes. And so we have tomatillos, chile, garlic that has been cooked. And then we're gonna add, you can help me pour.
Okay.
This is the pork broth. The whole thing?
Okay, so this is the pork broth.
Yes, that's the pork broth from some pork tenderloin we cook there. That's gonna fill the enchiladas.
Great.
And then look at this. You know how many people say, oh, Mexican food, it's greasy, it's cheesy, it's not healthy, which is so not true.
So not true.
So not true. Because look, we have green tomatillos, chiles, garlic, and then we have toasted pumpkin seeds.
Oh, nice. Okay, all of them?
Yes. All of them.
Going for it.
That's going to give it a velvety, very silky base. Then we're going to add some onion, like half of these.
Half of these, okay. And you were saying that it's a good idea to use the juices from, the pork that you're using inside the enchilada because it's nice to, you call it marrying the flavors.
Yes, when you're making enchiladas or you're making any dish really that has the sauce, all of the cilantro, all of the parsley, and all of the lettuce. When you're making something that has a sauce, you really want to make sure that the sauce has the flavors from the filling. So this is a great way to marry everything. Okay.
You put lettuce in there too?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. So you grab the lettuce and you break it up.
Okay.
I mean, how fresh is this?
Yeah, it looks
completely green. Then we're going to add a little salt.
Okay, not the whole thing.
Not the whole thing, not the whole thing.
I feel like I've made that mistake. Okay.
And then we're going to puree these until completely smooth. And then, when you're done, you cook the sauce and you have these delicious mole verde.
You cook the sauce?
Yes. I mean, you puree it. You pour it in a saucepan and let it thicken and darken until it gets like these. Taste a little.
Okay, can I?
It's not spicy. Yes, please. And then you have your tortillas, and then I'm going to stuff the tortillas with the diced pork. You can do chicken, you can do vegetables.
Whatever filling you want.
Filling. And then you roll it up, and then we're going to pour the sauce on top.
Okay.
All of it.
All of it.
I always like it
delicious.
Super saucy.
Yes, I'm with you. Oh, that looks beautiful.
And then you add some radishes that we marinated in lime and oil and a little bit of salt.
Does it matter how long?
No, not really. The more you marinate it, the more pickled the taste will be.
I like that.
And there you have the enchiladas.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
What a great idea. And we obviously need a drink to, I'm going to bring this over with us.
Yes.
So we need a drink to go with our enchiladas, right?
Yes.
So what do you suggest?
So we have some pineapple that we already grilled.
Nice.
So you have the slices of the pineapple, you grill them.
Okay.
You flip them.
I'm coming back to that.
And then, yes. So we're going to grab a pitcher. We're going to add the diced grilled pineapple. And some jalapeno chilies that we cut.
Right, with the seeds.
Of course.
Of course, we need some pop, right?
Yes. And you want to get hungry. You want some flavor in there. We're going to add a little bit of cilantro. And then we're going to add some simple syrup or agave. We're in Canada, maple syrup.
Yeah, that's a good idea. There's the Canadian flair in there too. I mean, for Canada Day, some maple syrup.
And then some lime juice and some tequila.
The whole?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on.
And then pineapple juice.
Okay.
And then
I'll do it. Okay.
Yeah. And then you muddle it with a muddler, or here we found a molinillo, which you can also use it. You mash away.
Okay.
And then you end up with these.
And you can put the little rim on that you've got there.
Here we have
thank you.
brown sugar, salt, chile, and then you have a drink that you can munch on.
Oh, it's amazing.
Cheers.
You did, yeah, cheers. Thank you, Patti.
Oh.
Great to have you here.
Thanks for having me
I can't wait to dig in, which we're going to do in just a second.
Yes.
If you're looking for the recipes for anything that we've created here today, and when I say we, I mean, Chef, head to our website, yourmorning.ca.